Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is your boy Mazio here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And guys, onto this video, we're gonna jump into clan capital and we're gonna show you a new strategy for it. And guys, as you saw from the thumbnail and the title, it's gonna be giant with cannon cards, something that we all probably have done before in the past in clan capital and also in the builders and village. Or well, build a base, I better say. But we've done this and I wanted to bring it back for you with the graveyard spell to show you actually the power of these cannon cards and how much these giants and the graveyards can be of a tank and distraction for these cards. And they're just beautiful, man. But mostly I'm bringing this strategy because I have a very bad feeling that they're gonna do a huge nerf either to the ram or to the super wizard itself, or to graveyard. So one of the three, because these three are dominating everything right now. And I just wanted to bring you this strategy in case that gets nerfed, so you can use these new composition. And it doesn't really matter if the graveyard is nerfed or not, because these two are very nice together if you know how to use them with a good funnel and everything. But let's just not talk too much about that, and we're just gonna jump into the attacks. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, first off, we're going to be jumping into this base right here, and it is a Golem Quarry. And guys, I'm bringing this here because there is a lot of these splash damage defenses. But what we're going to do is we have to drop the giants first, but don't drop the graveyards too early. Maybe sometimes you don't need it to be deploying the skellies, but we want to have a good funnel, we want to have good distraction, but it's mostly like a line, like a spam line. Don't go always too harsh on the lines. And guys, you want to distract the high HP buildings and the major defenses most of the time with your first attack. You don't want to exactly go and snipe them. That is not the key the key thing in this army, because when they do the distraction, now the rocket artillery, the blast bow, the cannons, the multi cannons, they are gonna be just turning back and shooting these graveyards. So make sure you deploy them in the middle of the defenses. And the first attacks, it's not gonna be something too crazy, but it's all about the second attack when you have 6 graveyard spell on the field, and some of them are gonna be tanking, but some of them are there for you to take out a certain building, for example like a rocket artillery if you drop it, because the damage on the beginning is gone. There's less damage left in your second attack. So we're just gonna go jump right into it and see what we can do. Alright, we are in the second attack and we're gonna do some graveyard spells nicely around these buildings and hope for them to go down later on. But guys, by the way, the cannon card on this clan that I was hitting was level 3, so it's a bit problematic. If it was a max level or even level 4, they have more HP. And now I'm holding a few giants, a few cannons, but always drop them like in a certain way that you know where they're gonna go. Okay, so right now I know the cannon, if I drop on the right, it's gonna go to the right, and because there is a graveyard spell on the ground, they can tank very nicely. Some cannons on the left and some in the middle, because the base still left like around, like there's a base in front, there's a base on the left side, like a bottom side 6 o'clock as well, and there's also a base on the right side. So we're trying to take out everything. I know it wasn't like the best funnel, but this is the way the strategy works, to be honest. You can funnel with the archers and everything in your first attack, go with 2 graveyard, but I just wanted to bring you the pure strategy, like the pure version of this, so you can see already it's easy to use and it's very effective, to be honest, because well, you can already see we have so many giants, so many cannons left, and again the cannons are on maxed. But this was also a Golem Quarry. It had 3 blast bows and 3 rocket artilleries, so one of the most insane districts for the splash damage, and we're nearly getting it in 2 with a different strategy that you usually don't see anymore. Like this strategy, you don't see it high up because the giants get they die early and everything, but with the graveyard spell, this strategy can get a boost very nicely and go high up. I'm gonna speed this right through so you won't get bored, and we're gonna jump into the next attack. Alright, we're here on Wizard Valley, and guys, you already know, man, we always have to give the strategies that go on the Wizard Valley to make sure they are very effective and they can 2-shot other districts. Of course, I'm gonna bring you also a barbarian camp, which is again one of the hardest districts to hit, but Wizard Valley considering one of the easiest one, you know, out there, so you can do your best. And now 3 Guerrero spells in the middle, so I can tank for the multi-cannon and the single inferno, because they are one of the the devastating thing if they lock onto your cannon cards. They can be really annoying, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. But now we're gonna wall break everything through. Some things going to the right, but they're gonna come back, and then, you know, some giants and some cannons went to the left. It's all good because you need a bit of the split. That's why I put it in a line, or when I spam them in, I have some rams so they can open different walls, making sure everything goes to a different direction. You don't want them all to be in the same place sometimes, okay? But because it's a spam army, it's sometimes out of your control, except if you go, as I said, with the first attack with mass archers, 2 graveyard and a race. Well, that's like something really classic. I used to do that, but right now, as I told you, I want to bring you pure. But now let's see these cannons, man. They are just destroying the space. And take a look at their HP. Some of you, I think, forgot how much HP these cannon cards have, because they are tanky themselves. So they are really nice to be in front of the defenses sometimes, and the graveyard just finishing off the defenses. But it happened, sometimes it doesn't happen, so again, that's not up to you really. But we're getting good value on the first attack. We destroyed the core, nothing left too much of this base except 2 giant cannons, which can be annoying on your second attack when you have a graveyard and some normal defenses. Alright, we are here on the second attack. Let's see this. I have more rams because we need to get through more walls, and now few cannon cards with a few giants. I'm not deploying everything just yet, but let's see how I distract everything. So I can see there's a small area on the bottom side, so would I spend the graveyard spell there? You're gonna see. But on the top side, I can wall break. I can use 1 graveyard for the single tower inferno before it's too late, because sometimes, guys, if the troops get too close, the damage goes less, and then if you drop the graveyard like very late, well, there's nothing gonna die, like there won't be any skellies. And now, yes, I'm indeed going with a graveyard spell. I dropped it a bit to the right so I can clean up and distract the other cannon. Some graveyard spell, you know, just deploying nicely on the single. We have 1 barbarian or 2 sometimes on this army to clean everything up. Depends exactly on the base that you are hitting. You might be wanting to destroy some of the early and normal buildings, but that's completely up to you. And we are ambushing this, you know, 2 giant cannon at the end from left and right. This is something that it happens a lot of the times if you go from 2 different angles, if you have this graveyard spell nicely on your second attack, because the first attack you have only 3, but in the second attack you can use the first 3 that you used and have more tanking, and use the other 3 new graveyard spells somewhere completely new. You don't have to just put them all together in one place. You saw how I kind of moved around with it, try to distract, try to, you know, just get this base going. Take a look at that. Absolutely crazy. I know this was a Wizard Valley, it's nothing too crazy of a base, but what is it left? Okay, there is something up there, but you know, we have to always give it a try in front of Wizard Valley because it's less damage, like less splash damage. But don't worry, as I said, we're gonna go to barbarian camp and see how that base did, because that has 2 rocket artillery, a few mortars, bomb towers, and also giant cannons. I want to showcase you this strategy on a very different, you know, district. So let's just go. And here we are on the barbarian camp. It's a weird base, I'm not gonna lie, but it has a lot of defenses kind of separated, guys. So something very hard and very interesting, I would say, because look at the mortars, like the way the multi-cannons are placed. Multi-cannons are really annoying because they can easily like kill your rams if they do like, I think 3 shots, okay? But it is what it is, man. We're gonna go in. I have 3 battle rams to just open these first few walls, 1 barbarian to get me like going and, you know, completely just give me more value of this troop deployment bar. Yeah, we're just gonna use the barbarians like this. So let's go in with the giants. I'm again separating them, making sure we have 2 different like starting areas that we can get more value out of. Sometimes some giants could go in front of key defenses, and the, you know, cannon cards can easily just destroy one side of the base for you. It's nice. So make sure you spread your troops and don't go always in the same area. Now we're gonna go with the graveyard spell. So as I said, we're gonna go for the distraction first. We don't care about the high like major defenses like a rocket artillery or a blast spore or something, because that's for the second attack. The first one, as I mentioned again, for the distraction. So we're just gonna keep on going. The giants are fine, but the base is too wide open. So this means these giants can go weird, the cannon carts can go weird. You need a perfect funnel with the first attack. And what we did here is basically, because I went with two different angles, I actually did funnel the, you know, kind of the right side. You can already see there's a small path now through the base going to the top side 12 o'clock. So that's what I'm gonna use on my second attack at my best. Try and see if I can spread everything around with a nice tanking thing with 6 grave spell. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the next attack. There's not much left, to be honest. It's just one cannon, and we're just gonna jump into the next attack and see what we can do. All right, we're gonna drop the grave spell this time on top of the major defenses to take them out, because they are very far. This is something that is key. If the defenses are very far, go always and take them out, but on your second attack, as I mentioned. So one giant with one, you know, cannon just in the middle, few rams here and there, some giants on top, some giants on the bottom side. We're just taking this base out nicely and just moving forward, to be honest. But take a look at the grave spell. It's actually damaging quite a bit, man, quite a bit, and it's max level grave spell on this clan. So it's very nice. We're just gonna keep on using them, and yeah, the cannons just destroying everything. The grave spell, other one, took out the rocket artillery, and now this is where it gets interesting, because the giant cannons can be the key to not let you triple in 2 attacks. They are very annoying. So sometimes on this base, certainly, because I wanted to bring, this was quite a hard base, I'm not gonna lie. You know why? It's because all the major defenses was close to each other, so the only way you could actually reach and take it out was with the grave spell. And you know, because the giant cannons are, you know, kind of close to each other, they can help each other very nicely, because once they shoot, let's say on the other side, they can easily just destroy their own skellies that are on them, and also the skellies that are on the other giant cannon, because as you know, the giant cannon goes forward, so it can take out the skellies nicely. And that's a lucky base building. I think they didn't think about that when they were building a base, because it's very risky to put these two major defenses next to each other. But it turned out it defended well, but we nearly got this into attack. And guys, again, this is not like an OP, like too crazy strategy. This is something that is balanced, I think, in my opinion, and a good base can defend against it, and a weaker base could go down to it. And that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something new, and of course, as I said in the beginning, this is not like a mad strategy that everyone is going to be using. No, this is something that I believe could be like the new meta strategy coming when the grave spell or the cannon cart, the wizard, super wizard of course, and the ram, they get nerfed, because they are too overpowered, as I mentioned. But this one could be the one that could work out for you very nicely. So I try my best to make sure I bring something like OG, something that we all used to, you know, but it's not there anymore. So I try to make it live again. Like, I wanted to give it a life. I'm going to have some links on the screen for you right now, so make sure you watch them if you like them. And if you like this video, make sure you like the video. And there is too many likes, but I hope I see you soon on the next one. So take care and peace.